Here we are, episode 7 of our review of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9 for Canal Street Online. This week, I'm joined by the glamorous, gorgeous, very piratey Belinda Scandal.
Hiya, flowers. How are you?
I'm very good.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm very good.
Do you like the outfit?
I do, I love it.
It was a barcode in a form of that. I went through a self-service and they went, beep, beep, item not recognised. I don't know why. Honestly, how are you looking lovely?
Thank you.
I think you could get your hair bigger though, don't you?
Yeah, you know, I just thought I'd put a little, little wig on today.
Yeah.
Something that was just unnoticeable.
I've just put a bit of mousse through my split ends and put an headscarf around it. That's what I thought I'd do. You're looking marvellous though.
Thank you.
They say black slimming, if you get any thinner, you'll disappear.
Well,
My
that's
goodness.
the hope, isn't it? Those dry rice and napkins are treating me good.
Dry rice.
Dry rice.
Special fried rice. Plenty of curry sauce.
So, Belinda, where can people find you?
Well, I'm on the 3rd floor of Ombar, which is t'other end of the street, which is on Canal Street, but it's the 3rd floor of Ombar. It's up there. People come and watch, but they don't leave because that means they have to come back up the stairs, and there's 400 stairs, so nobody bothers. We're going to give people a carpet and let them slide down, and that's the way they can get out in future.
So what days are you actually there?
Well, I do a DJing spot on a Wednesday, and then I've got my show, my marathon as I call it, on Fridays and Saturdays.
And it is a marathon as well, isn't it?
It is a marathon.
It's not like 4 numbers and done. It's like 2 hours of...
2 hours of...
full costume change, quick change show, isn't it?
Which is, quite clever, I always say, for a fat bird like me to change costumes once, never mind 7 times.
I love it, I think it's
I'm going to have a charity event for the seams of my dresses. Or I could just go on a diet.
But you're also on Facebook.
I am.
And Twitter.
Yes.
And you've got your own YouTube channel, haven't you? Which is...
We've made them all very simple because they used to have different names and now they're just all Belinda Scandal.
Oh, well, there you are. You can find her at Belinda Scandal.
My Instagram's even official.
Oh!
Yes.
Well, that's rude.
I know.
Is it Belinda Scandal official?
No, official Belinda Scandal. I don't get a tick.
Oh, you don't get a tick?
No, I don't get a tick. I've been trying to get a tick on Twitter.
Well, yeah.
Can't raise a gallop. Honestly, it's impossible. I know. Because I've not got a website.
Oh, well, you see, that's, I
don't believe in websites.
No.
You don't need them these days,
well, no, not really, unless you want a tick on Twitter and then you need to have a website.
Maybe I'll get a website.
Well, I know, I'm considering myself.
Have you not got a blue tick?
No.
Oh, I thought you'd have like 5 of them now.
Well, being the international drag sensation that I am, I should, obviously. However, they told me at the Burnley Job Centre that I want applicable, so I don't know.
Can you imagine us in the job centre queue?
Not a tickable. No.
I'm just writing that one down for next week. I like you.
Oh God. Oh, I've lost my brain.
She's just come on.
There we go. I hope they can't tell. All right, so we've come back into the workroom and we've said goodbye. Goodbye to you, Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
I'm glad, really, because it was taking up too much time reading them subtitles when she was on. My God, that woman... Honestly, and then she did Snatch Game, didn't she? It was like listening to Gareth Gates on slow-mo. Honestly, I couldn't even keep up with her. Oh, I mean, I've heard of an accent and everything, but I've got an accent.
Have you?
Can you not tell?
I thought this was PR. Or RP. I don't know which one is
Posh,
it?
isn't it? Posh for Wigan, this anyway.
Posh for Wigan.
So she's got, hasn't she?
Yeah, we have. We said goodbye to Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
Nothing worse than getting a second chance, is there? Still fucking it up.
And then it happens, doesn't it?
Well, you have to bleep that word. No. Well,
no, you can say whatever the fuck you like.
Oh, good. I just have to check, don't you?
Yeah.
I am available for children's parties and bar mitzvahs, just so.
Have you ever been booked for a children's party?
Yeah, I used to do a wicked line in balloon modelling.
Did you?
Yeah, I used to get the balloons out of the toilet, 3 for £1.
Oh, God, she's vile. When we're back in the workroom,
yes,
We've got Alexis, who's the winner of last week.
She did Liza, didn't she? Oh, she was sensational.
Wasn't she?
She was
great.
lovely. She was like Lorna and Liza put together, weren't she?
And then a bit of we had Peppermint, who'd beaten Cynthia in the lip sync, and she was described as a lip sync assassin.
Yes, she was very good, weren't she?
She was. Well, I think people weren't expecting it as well. I think that's what it was with her, and that's why she was the assassin. That because she is of a slightly bigger proportion.
Yes.
It wasn't necessarily your kind of instant thought that she's going to be an incredible mover, incredible dancer.
She's got it all going on, hasn't she? She's definitely a nice one to watch, I think.
Yeah.
I'm liking watching her. Oh, excuse me. That wasn't me.
Okay.
That wasn't me. It could have been, actually. I'm not sure. Hold on. No, we're all right.
It's just the chair.
It's the stool, not a stool sample. So, come on.
So Shea's the one who's the mother figure. She's been kind of looking after the girls a little bit.
Oh, that's nice, isn't
Yeah.
it? That's nice, that. You need a mother figure in the world, don't you?
Yeah. She came into the competition being very, very competitive. And, you know, I can do this, I can do that, da 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 da. And actually now we're getting, I'm liking her so much.
Are you warming to her?
Yeah, because
nice.
She's actually much softer than she came across in the video. You know?
But that was like when Bianca was in it, weren't she? She came in like aggressive and nobody messed with me, don't
Like
even
a
speak to
hurricane.
me. Yeah. And then she softened down, didn't she?
She did, yeah.
So maybe it's an insecurity thing.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Which is lovely.
Yeah.
Because it shows a bit more feeling, especially on box, doesn't it?
Well.
Show your feelings, you know what I mean? Eventually.
Got to.
Yes, eventually.
No mini challenge this week. Straight into the main challenge.
Straight into it.
Which
TV, main challenge.
9021.
Oh. Ah.
Did you ever watch 9021?
Well, yes, I did.
Did you? Because I'm not quite old enough to have actually seen it. It was Saved by the Bell when I was.
Did you see what she just did there?
Sorry about that.
I remember it very well. It used to be on, I think, just before Baywatch.
Really? Oh, no, I remember Baywatch.
Do you remember Baywatch? I bet you do. Yes, that shows everything she was thinking about. Yes. They're taking up full episodes with these, like, challenges now, which is great.
Yeah. There was a little bit of, like, contention as well about parts, wasn't there? Because Peppermint was chosen as the deciding factor on who got...
I like Rusty Lee.
Rusty Lee.
I've always had a thing for Rusty Lee.
Lee.
Or Alison off This Morning. Whichever way you look at it.
Oh, God. So, because Arsha threw a bit of a bitch fit, didn't she, about...
There's nothing worse.
I don't want that part.
But she felt bad instantly, didn't she? Because nobody was playing with her. I think she expected everybody to go, look, I know where you're coming from, it's all right. And they just didn't backtrack, did they? Which was great.
But then Peppermint just went, right, fine, made a decision. You have that part then, and you swap.
And that's when she started going, oh, no, it's really, no, seriously, if that's a problem for you, then honestly, it's not, I'll change.
Whereas Shea was like, no, that's fine, I can do that. But I think that's because Shea's smart enough and been in the game long enough to look at it and go, well, we just read through the script, and the old lady, she's got like 13 pages, and this little bitch character has 3 pages. Well, I'm going to take the bigger part because I can make more out of that.
And instantly, when you'd read that, you'd realise that the older character was a character, rather the other thing was anybody could kind of do that.
Exactly.
Really, couldn't they?
Who were your favourites in it?
My favourite was the one that played the mother.
Yes. Trinity.
Was that her name? Trinity. She played the mother, and there was a bit of conversation about whether the people in the 90s had their hair.
Oh, yeah.
Like that. Who was that? That was Alexis making such a to-do.
Alexis was very particular about eyebrows and hair.
She was fangirl in the original programme, wasn't she?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Which, you know, is understandable if it's one of your passions, but
yeah.
Get over yourself.
The only thing with that was that I didn't feel like Alexis really delivered that well. You know, to say that she was so crazy about this programme, it wasn't like she... But I agree with you, I think Trinity was really,
she was on it, wasn't she?
And I thought this was probably the best week for Farrah as well, who was playing her daughter.
Yes. She opened up, didn't she?
And she went, this is my opportunity.
I'm having it. Yes, exactly. She opened up and she gave it as much as she possibly could. It did make me chuckle, that scene around the table.
With the pills.
With the pills just dropping out of her mouth. Well, the younger ones seem to take the pills back and let them fall out. Whereas, what's the one that played the mother?
Trinity.
Trinity was pushing them out. She was literally going, they were just dropping. Oh, I giggled. Probably the only time I giggled at the programme, to be honest with you.
No, I thought she was really funny.
Really funny.
Which again is like a surprise because she's the pageant queen. So it's not expected that she's going to be funny. But she's consistently shown that not only can she do the beautiful stuff, she can also take the mick.
Yeah.
I liked Shea's character, the old lady. I thought she was very funny. Valentina was beautiful as ever.
Yeah.
There were little nuggets of this is good and this is funny, but it wasn't consistently, oh, actually this is hilarious. It was it felt a little bit melodrama acting, like, oh my god, oh, you know, rather than oh my god, you know, there wasn't really that.
Because that's not melodramatic at all, is it? I'm telling you.
But it wasn't like it wasn't felt, that it wasn't real.
Wasn't real.
You know, Arsha again.
Well, she just screwed herself over, didn't she?
After begging for the part, she just
and then she couldn't even do that. And that was only a little bit part. She couldn't. She wasn't even able to do that, really, was she? That, for me, her in that was the worst out of everybody.
So the only thing that I felt sort of redeemed Arsha was the kiss.
Oh, heck.
With Peppermint.
I'm having flashbacks. My God in heaven above.
Because she really went for it, didn't she? There was no holding back.
The two people, the judges from 90210, said you're supposed to kiss it, and they went, all right, we'll go for it.
And they bloody did.
They hate each other.
Because I thought, oh, they'll just have a little...
They didn't stop. If they'd been watching that and just tuned into that scene, it would have been a whole different programme for some people, wouldn't it?
I don't know if I could do that.
No.
Well, I could, but I don't know that I would be quite as
full on
committed. Yeah, they really committed to it, didn't they? We do Madonna, Britney, Christina thing.
Oh, I've done that, you know.
So
ask me who it was, Madonna or Britney.
Who were you, Madonna or Britney?
The cake.
Christina. So.
Every time you laugh, my ears are rattling. Honestly, I've got tinnitus.
Do you do tongues on the first day?
Only on their ass. I'll do anything for an easy supper. Oh my God.
So, talking about serious moments.
Oh, really?
We're moving on to
That's my serious
the sob
face.
story part of the show. This is the bit where we hear about the awful trials and tribulations of everybody in RuPaul's Drag Race and how this is not RuPaul's best friend race, but RuPaul's best sob story race this year.
Do you know what makes me laugh about the sob stories? I just have to say, it's not the stories themselves, it's how many of the queens can get themselves in that shot just as they go,
oh no, it'll be okay. It's fine.
That's what they do. And they're all in it.
It is.
That makes me laugh.
This week it has made me like Trinity a lot more, actually, because she could have very easily gone, like, my mother wasn't a fit parent. I've been brought up by my grandmother, who then died when I was still, you know, quite young. Fuck it, let's just, what's the point? But she hasn't. She's taken that and she's gone, right, I'm going to turn this into a positive and I'm going to make something of my life. And it didn't feel like she was crowbarring it in there, whereas on some weeks it has felt like, I'm going to crowbar this in now. Oh, this is my issue. This is my sob story. I know this is going to get me airtime, so I'm going to talk about this.
And I was on the 36th minute.
Yeah, yeah.
It's coincidence. It's almost like somebody's gone from behind the window, the mirror.
And go.
Sob story,
sob
go.
Story.
Yeah. And then they all sit there drawing their eyebrows on going, what's happened to me in my life? Well, this'll do this week. Here we go. And then they all get around the same mirror, don't they?
When my dog was stolen and I was fine. Oh, it was
they only use them tables in the middle of the room for like 5 minutes these days. At the beginning of them, they used to be always around them.
Yeah, always.
Now they're always around the mirror, aren't they?
Yeah, all around the mirror. Because it's all become about makeup.
And does anybody ever use that fabric rail that's in the back?
No, I don't think any of them do.
It's ridiculous. There's some nice fabrics on there.
No, I'd have that. Straight off.
And I would
5 or
have.
6 metres.
I'm waiting for
straight in my suitcase.
You know, because the waxworks there of Rue.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for somebody to pick that up and walk out with that instead of the statue. That'd be quite funny, wouldn't it? Yeah, I've won this. Bye. There you go.
I've got to be honest, because I come back from DragCon and the picture that I've had with RuPaul could have been that waxwork model, if I'm completely honest.
Weren't you lucky being touched? You normally go to Lord, you know, to get touched by the hand of God.
Didn't actually touch me in my picture.
Did he not?
No, because he said, shall we have a picture? And I went, too quick, boom. And he was like, oh well, I'll just sit here then.
I was like that with Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
really?
Mickey,
yeah, when I went to Florida.
You put your hand up in too fast.
No, I put my hand round him.
Oh.
And I could feel it was somebody else. Anyway, so... oh.
Runway. Big hair everywhere, which... This isn't a current advert for McDonald's. This is just a fashion choice by me, actually. Fashion choice.
Big hair everywhere.
Yeah.
Campo goes Care Bear.
What would be my Care Bear stare? That's the question, though. Well, I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. I keep looking up. I've normally got big hair and I thought I'd tame it down today. Because there was no chance I was competing with this, was there? Eh? And they all had big hair for the runway, didn't they?
They did.
Some of it looked like loft insulation.
Some of it did.
Some of it looked quite nice.
Yeah.
Did you have a favourite hair dupe? Because it's a dupe when it's big, you know.
Yeah, is it?
It's a dupe. It's a dupe.
A dupe.
A dupe. A hair dupe.
A dupe.
With a P.
Dupe.
A dupe.
Not a hair do.
My eyes are froze. I don't know what's going on. My eyes have ran out of 9 volt. Oh, I tell you, I can't go. Pull myself together.
We had Valentina, whose hair was sort of Diana Ross inspired with 4 wigs. And it was like it wasn't really that tall, it was just lots of it. So it sort of came down and then you had more of a kind of...
It was a triangle. I was thinking that somebody's roof's got no thatch on it this week.
She's just had it off. Boom, boom.
And she had bits in it.
She did little daisies.
Oh, is that what they were?
Yeah, it was. It was.
I thought it was cockroaches. It was no. I need to start watching this programme on a bigger TV.
Because it just sort of, like you said, it was a bit like a thatched roof.
It was triangular.
Yeah, it was.
It went like that. And then she had a big bit that stuck out at the back.
Yeah.
That you could have put one of them rolls in.
Yeah.
Sausage roll. No, one of them rolls
just
that you
add
go
a bottle of vodka in
Wait,
there.
oh, you could, couldn't you?
Wouldn't that have been an
Oh, now
idea?
why has that not been invented yet? Hey,
That's what we
copyright
need.
that.
Exactly.
Dragon's Den next week.
Then you can just have a little drip straw there.
Yeah. In an earring. Oh.
It's just cracked it.
That's it. We might not save the world, but we can keep it drinking. Who else was there then?
Well, we had Farrah Moan, who had it was crazily high,
yes.
big white blonde.
Very Dolly Parton-esque. Is that one?
It was more kind of RuPaul really than Dolly, because it was almost flat on one side, and then it was big curls all down the other side.
It could have been one of RuPaul's, because RuPaul's not really doing RuPaul anymore, is it? I'm just saying.
Ooh, she murdered. Yeah, she did. She said it. Well, yeah. What are you going to do about it? She's got different stylists now, that's the thing. So we're going to see a slightly different RuPaul to what we've seen before. But in terms of Farrah Moan...
Yes.
I couldn't believe how tall it was.
I know.
Because it's almost 2 foot tall, this wig on her head.
I always found with big tall wigs though, you can only wear them once. And then you have to kind of either spray them with your life and basically cause a dent in the ozone layer, or keep them floppy until they fall and then get them styled again.
I know.
Well, it never looks nice the second time around, does it?
They never look the same the second time. They don't. You are right. A good tip for that is spray starch rather than hairspray. Yeah.
I'm going to waste it on my wigs. That's taking calories away from my plate.
No.
That's terrible.
Don't like spray starch for your shirts.
Oh.
not being chic.
Not your one, Cal.
I put this in the frying pan.
probably wouldn't, Fred. It worked the same. It probably just worked the same anyway.
Trinity Taylor just had, like, it was a big wig, like it was massive.
She looked nice on the runway though.
Yeah, she did, she looked lovely.
That's what people would think of when they think of big hair though, wouldn't they? Not a thatched roof.
No, I mean, it is that classic pageant hair look, you know, that
I like
slightly soft, but
yeah,
blooming massive.
and lovely frizzed.
Yeah.
Frizzed and curled.
Yeah.
Liked that one.
Yeah,
yes.
it was lovely. Moving on to Sasha Velour.
That was lovely. I liked that.
Yeah,
very punk rockery.
Yes.
Very nice. I wonder what them triangles are made of. On a red. They look nice.
Yeah, it did look like loft insulation though, didn't it? Sprayed black.
Bet her head looks like Hellboy when she takes off them things off her head. Wonder what they glued on with. What do you reckon they glued on? How would you glue that on?
I don't know.
Super glue.
Yeah.
It's the future.
I think it is the
Try that,
thing.
kids, this week, everybody. Go out and buy yourself a bit of foam, stick it on your mother's face with a bit of super glue, and unicorns are in this season, aren't they? Yeah. I even got a unicorn off Virgin the other day. Don't know why you'd call a travel company after something that doesn't go all the way. I really don't.
So, Peppermint has a nice figure-hugging gown, and then it's just like a big frizzy tritone wig. Oh, did you get that? Did you like that? Not so bad, was it?
So far on the runway we've had a triangle and now tritone. I like it. Yeah.
It sounds like a musical instrument, doesn't it?
What, a tritone?
Just gonna get my tritone out for you.
I normally stay away from anything triangular, me, these days.
Dangerous. Thoughts? Did you like Peppermint?
No.
I didn't like. It wasn't something that I would go. Oh,
no. It was a bit.
Stick in my head.
It was good. It was a bit. That'd be painful, wouldn't it? Oh. It was a bit. What's the name? Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Just before the bath.
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
After that, we got Bonina.
Bonina.
Who came out in a caddy outfit. She's so caddy.
I quite like. She's doing different, isn't she?
Yeah. I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
I like it.
Like, I've actually wanted a wig like that for ever and ever and ever. But how do you, like you say, the second time you wear it,
them, can you?
How do you? It never looks the same, does it?
No.
And how do you travel it? How do you take it with you? You need a great big box just to take the damn thing.
You need a vet.
Oh, poor Peppermint.
Just remember, I'm available for children's parties. Thank you.
We've got Shea Coulee.
I love that name, you know.
I know.
But it sounds it sounds like a new brand of cola. Don't you think?
Sponsored by Pepsi Cola. Shea Coulee.
Say it.
So black and bubbly.
Oh, she's choking.
So hers is a two-tone wig. Oh, Jesus. Two-tone. Dark and then pink all through the top of it.
Candy floss.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, but like
I'm loving these colours that everybody seems to be wearing these days.
Yeah, nice bright
the pastel blues and the pastel pinks.
Nice.
I really like it. I don't know what I'd do with ginger. There's no way you get anything through that, really.
Not really.
Can't get a brush through it, never mind a colour.
I don't think there's been a week actually where Shea has not looked good. You know, where she's turned up and looked hideous and you've gone, oh. Alexis has got an Ursula-inspired black wig, so it's really high, and then all those kind of. I'm not entirely sure how they do it. I think it is actually from the spray start that you can manage to get, because they're really tidy. The curls in that wig, really tidy. And then what I really liked about hers, actually, and I didn't notice this until I rewatched it, was that her entire outfit is also made of hair. So all the breast and then the skirt of the dress that she's wearing is all made of hair.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was a bit dubious about the skirt. I thought, God, if you're going on a programme like that, have a trim. Do you know what I mean? Honestly. Nothing worse, is there? She looked like she had Winnie Mandela in an headlock. Honestly. Do the curtains match the drapes?
I believe they do.
She's got a chest hair.
You could always just part them and find out.
Oh my
God,
it'd be like starting Jumanji.
Here's a roll of the dice for you. So finally,
yes,
was Aja. Just a kind of curly
bargain bucket wig.
Oh, it was a little bit. Wasn't
terrible.
It?
She's made such a thing for herself, hasn't she? She's on Tinterweb and everything, like Jesus, basically, telling people. And since she's been on there, it's a shame, isn't it? True colours. True colours.
It's just because it's such a hard front on it that it's not very then flattering to the rest of her face. No. Because her makeup looked nice. So Aja got sent home to shock you then. Yeah,
I was just thought, you know, I don't normally wear low cut because it's sponsored by Bungie. So
Aja got sent home this week.
Oh bless.
Would you have sent Aja home or would you have sent Nina home?
I would have sent her home in first week. I don't like her.
Oh, really?
No, I go out there and say it, I'm not a big fan at all. In fact, I'd go as far to say she gets on my tits.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I quite like. Well, I've told everybody I quite like her.
Well, everyone's entitled to their opinion, aren't they? Their opinion.
Yeah, well, exactly. I think you have to take what you're given and make it work. That's what all of this is about, actually, is going, you know, maybe you're not a great dressmaker, maybe you're not a great makeup artist, maybe you're not a great dancer, maybe you're not great this, great that, but you have to take it and run with it and make it work, and that's what the whole competition is really about.
Definitely.
So, thank you so much, Belinda.
Thanks for having me.
It's been an absolute pleasure, as it always is.
I've enjoyed myself.
So don't forget, you can find Belinda on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Campo, Xtube.
Grander. All of the above. They just don't seem to like me on scruff. I don't know why that is.
Not enough hair.
Is that what it is?
I
should wear a dress that was full length like that, I should say.
Thank you so much. That is the end of our review of episode 7. Don't forget to like and subscribe here, and here. And we'll see you all again next week for our next review. See you then. Thank you so much, Belinda.
Thank you. Ta-da! Shabba!